Hello viewers, today for the initial checkout we have a Vtech 900 MHz analog cordless telephone. This is the model 918ADX, and this does feature a handset speakerphone. A rather uncommon feature in the 900 MHz era, and even less common on a basic analog phone such as this. This of course is very similar in design and stature to the 910ADL, which is a phone I've talked about before. That's another significant phone in my collection. So it's kind of neat to have this variant of it. I was not even aware that this existed until that letter informed me of the fact that it was for sale on the eRipoff. And despite being extremely fed up with the eRipoff recently, I decided to purchase it anyways. So thanks again to that letter for showing me about this phone. Here is the informations. It is the Vtech, the 9, the 1, the 8, the A, the D, the X, and it takes in the DC 9 volts at the 500 milliamps. And unfortunately, it was manufactured in the China. Hopefully it still works. The warranty seal has not been broken. Unlike the 910ADL, this has a metal antenna. And it looks like the little plastic protective film on there has never been taken off. Here is the adapter. The adapter is the model number, oh it's a long one. It's very hard to see it as well. Looks like it's the model number of the 2, the 8, the 0, the 9, the 0, the 2, the 0, the 0, the 3, the C, the 0. And it takes in 117 volts, which is kind of an oddity, at 4 watts, and outputs the DC 9 volts, which is of course the direct current, at 200 milliamps. That's a pretty low power phone. Unfortunately, it too is made in the China, and as far as the polarity is concerned, the positive is the center. And it's a very, very strange plug. Very, very strange. It's pretty small and it's elongated. There's the inputs, and it sticks out from the phone a lot. And I really cannot fathom why they did that, because quite frankly it looks ridiculous. And I think it has, yeah, it's got a couple of physical settings here. We have the ringer volume, off, low, and high, and pulse and the tone. Has a bass speakerphone. No Digitan answer. Does it have a Digitan answering machine? No, it doesn't have a Digitan answering machine. So it has speed dials and so forth. Intercom, speakerphone on the bass as well. So let's get this plugged up and see if it works. Okay, the power or power indicator is on. And even though the more basic 910ADL model had a battery charge for the spare battery, this one does not seem to have that. And this was in wall mount configuration. I'm going to change it to table mount so the handset doesn't stick in there unnecessarily. And it has the 3 charging contacts, which I find kind of odd for a phone that does not charge either direction. There's the infamous speakerphone, the button. And the handset takes the typical Vtech battery with the 2 contacts. It came with one, but it doesn't work. And I don't have any more. Actually, I have one, but it's in use by that Quest phone. So for now, we're just going to improvise, and I'll put one of these in here like this. I probably should just order some more of those batteries or rebuild one of the packs, because I seem to be getting more and more of these phones. So what I do is I just kind of stick the wire into the thing here, and this is not a great option. I wouldn't use it like this for any length of time, but for testing it's adequate. Oh, I'm putting this in the wrong way. Jeez. See, I get confused because in residential wiring the black is the high side, you know, positive, and red is negative. I mean, red doesn't exist. But now here, black is positive and red is negative. I think that's, yeah, that should be correct. Hopefully I didn't break anything. I just did it again. What the heck is wrong? It's supposed to go this way. There we go. Well, I guess it's better I make the mistake here than in a, you know, 120 volts AC situation. Okay, as you all are probably shouting at your computer screens because I was doing it wrong, let's proceed. So the handset has a volume control, 3 levels, and headset jack. And despite this not being a piezo speaker, the tones sound very similar to the old Vtechs or the other models with the piezo speaker. Now I tend to think this wasn't used very much because the buttons are still, the buttons, I'm losing it today. The indicator lights are still very bright, and after so many decades of service those usually tend to get a little bit dim, but they are still completely bright. So perhaps this does not have too many hours on it. See if it's connected now. Yeah, I just needed to reset the security code. The buttons are kind of sticky, and looks like one of them may have a liquid spill on it, which of course is not good. It sounded like that speaker just woke up. It's got a little bit louder and clearer. Oh yeah, there's definitely a liquid spill there. And it's almost like it's still wet. Okay. Even the ringers are the same as the ones that come out of the piezo speaker. Alright, let's begin by calling this up. I think that was the bass ringer. That's weird. If I turn this ringer off, the handset rings. If I turn this back on, the handset does not ring. It's a slight difference in the volumes, but not very much at all. And it doesn't seem to take effect until till the next ring if you make a change. Now, oh, it's got auto talk. I find it absolutely absurd that when you turn the ringer off on the base, the handset ringer rings. So, is there no way to turn the ringer off on the handset? I don't know. Anyways, let's see if it'll ring when it's off the base. It does. Okay, so it rings pretty good. Let's go to the mains and let's make an outside call. We'll start with the base speakerphone. It's on the pulse. Oops. I don't think that's working. Okay, let's change it to tone because I'm not convinced that that's working.
To complete this call.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's working correctly. Where is the pulse tone? Here it is.
Greetings from Jones Family Farms this Earth Day week.
Oh, brother, here we go.
Farmers have been out there in the tree fields, the vineyards, and the berry fields, busy with the spring work of planting and pruning, and we do look forward to seeing you visit the farm during the upcoming weekends. The winery is during this spring season, weekly on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 12 noon till 5:30, with lunch.
What happened? Okay.
Good afternoon. Bank is a bank is a bank.
Okay, so apparently it hangs up when you put the volume up all the way. I wonder if the AC adapter isn't working as well as it should be. Let's try taking some load off of it with removing the handset. Oh, jeez.
Good afternoon. Know-how handles big dreams for People's United Bank N.A. Member FDIC and Equal Opportunity Lender. Today is Monday, April 25th. People's United Bank time, 4:59. Current temperature at 56. Rain today, highs upper 50s, mostly clear tonight and Monday. Low tonight, low 40s. Northwest winds gusting to 30 after midnight. Monday's high, low 60s.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but it seems to be working okay now. Not bad clarity on that speakerphone. Pretty good volume range. Alright, let's go over to the handset now. I expect that the speaker is probably spoiled. Huh, it's not.
Good afternoon. We offer
Okay, that's too loud.
People's United Bank, time 5 o'clock. Current temperature 55 degrees. Rain.
Volume switch is not having any effect.
Winds gusting to 30 after midnight. Monday's high, low 60s.
So that must be... I don't know what setting this is on, because this is not... It's not making an iota of difference. Okay, so that seems to work just fine. Now let's try the speakerphone, which is going to be the most interesting part for me. It's working now. Oh, now it's working. It must have just needed to be moved up and down because of corrosion or something. Oxidation. The buttons are still working just fine despite being really sticky and having that liquid spill.
Greetings from Joe's Family Farms this Earth Day week. We farmers have been out there in the tree fields, the vineyards, and the berry fields, busy with the spring work of planting and pruning, and we do look forward to seeing you visit the farm during the upcoming weekends. The winery is open during the spring season, weekly on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 12 noon till 5:30, with lovely outdoor seating and spacious indoor seating.
That's not
Make a
bad.
reservation on our website, simply jonesfamilyfarms.com, and select the Book Now. Use the contact information provided within your confirmation email, as that is the best method to reach our staff to address your specific needs. The winery is open without reservation for one.
Okay, so that actually sounds pretty good. Not bad at all. Okay, so now the question becomes, is the pickup any good? So I will call the testing answering machine to record some messages, and I will also get the piece of wood out as has been requested, and I will place the base speakerphone onto this piece of wood for this segment of the video.
5 new messages and 8 old messages. Message 1.
This is a test of the base speakerphone. The microphone, of course, is the fake on the top. The microphone is really on the bottom. I'm going to pick up the phone and speak right into it. Now, I'm going to shift the phone over to the to the carpet. Now, is there any difference in the way that it sounds? Because now it's on the carpet instead of being on the table, or rather, instead of being on the wood, it's on the table either way. Clearly, my brain's not working that well today. Okay, now I'm speaking about a foot away from the telephone, right down into it. I'm going to start moving away from the phone. I'm about 2 feet away from the phone. The testing answering machine is still recording, so hopefully it's working. Now I'm at about 3 feet away, 4 feet away, 5 feet away. It looks like it's still recording. I'm going to keep going back. Now I'm about 6 feet away from the telephone, 7 feet away from the telephone. And it's still recording, so it must be picking up something. Now I'm all the way across the room. This is about 11 feet, I think it's good. So if it's working back here, that's pretty good. And I'm going to put the mute button on briefly here. That worked. If it just cut out there, that does work. I'll do the same thing with the hold button now. Testing. Testing is back on now. Okay, over and out.
Message 2.
Okay, here's the test from the handset. This is on talk mode. I'm going to vacate the studio now, and let's see how good the range is. I remember the range on the 910 ADL being pretty decent. I'm almost all the way across the room now. I just heard little bits of static here and there, but not anything to be of any concern. I think that's well within the reasonable coverage, because this is only an analog model, or the N10 if you prefer. Okay, now I'm going to go back into the studio now and close this door using the other door because that one's not squeaky. And I'm going to hang up into the bass.
Message 3.
In this particular message, I'm going to change the channel a couple of times. We can hear what that sounds like. Channel change, 1, 2, 3. Now, this time I'm going to hang up with the off button.
Message 4.
The speakerphone does not seem to play the tones when you dial through it, which I find quite odd. Okay.
Message 5.
I guess I need to learn how to use this phone because I think I hung up on that other message. Anyways, when I dialed this time, the tones were there. No, it's kind of weird. Now they're not. It's like, it's the inconsistent. Okay, I'm going to test the mute button now. Test the mute button. If it's cutting in and out, then it's okay. That's good. It's working. Okay, now for a volume comparison, I'm going to switch it to phone mode. Just switched it to phone mode, and so now we can hear the difference in the volume between phone mode and speakerphone mode. Okay, so it's on speakerphone. I'm speaking pretty close to it, about 2 or 3 inches away. I'm going to put it down on the table, and it has to sit flat on the table. Oh, actually, no, that's incorrect. It does have a flat bottom to it, so it stands up on the table. Okay, so now it's I'm about 1 foot away from it. I'm speaking right into the telephone over it. Now I'm going to start moving back a little bit. It's still recording, so I think the pickup is probably okay at this distance. Now I'm about 2 feet away from the telephone. It looks like it is still picking up. 3 feet away from the telephone. I'm just going to slowly start moving back. Now we're getting to about 4 to 5 foot range, halfway across the room, and backwards from the telephone, and all the way across. Here's this though the testing machine is still recording, so maybe it was picking up that whole time. Hopefully this is a good phone. This could be a fantastic speakerphone. Honk.
End of messages.
That was an interesting comparison on the bass speakerphone in regards to the piece of wood. It did make a significant difference in terms of the audio sound. What it did not make a significant difference in terms of was the volume. I happen to think it picked up better when it was on the carpet rather than on the wood, because when it was on the wood it was very tinny almost and had a kind of a poor audio tone to it. So as far as the handset speakerphone goes, not bad at all. Within 2 feet or so of the handset, it worked perfectly fine. So I have to say I'm impressed. I was not expecting this handset speakerphone to be worth anything, but in fact it's pretty good. So I'm going to clean this phone up and probably get a fair bit of use out of it.